Hi there, my name's Alex, and today I'm going to be showing you how to test your headlight circuit using a multimeter, a test light, and a wiring diagram. Today I'm going to be showing you that on a Transtar 8600 International 2012 with a max force 13 in it. So let's get to it. So the first thing you're going to want to do with any circuit test is you're going to want to check out a wiring diagram. Such as this one. You're going to want to trace out your hot and ground and look at the circuit in its entirety. Make sure, like this one for example, uses a body controller to get its power. You got to make sure you know where the power is coming from, where it's going to, and how it's completing the circuit. So I have here a system wiring diagram for the headlights. Includes all your headlight relays, your body controller. This vehicle happens to have its turn signals in with the headlights, so that's in here as well, and any switches associated with it. Alright, so one of the first things you're going to look for is you're going to check on your wiring diagram for where you're gaining power. This particular vehicle is gaining power through its controller body. The controller body is getting power directly from the fuse panel, J4. So you'll find it on your diagram, and for this one, the body controller is getting its power from FJ4, which is right here. You will go ahead and pull the fuse. You'll be testing for good power. You'll be using a test light, and all you're going to do is make sure you got a good ground and touch the hot side, and the light should illuminate as such. Following that, you're going to check your fuse. Now when you're going to check your fuse, you're going to be checking for resistance, and you will simply hold your fuse together and hold one lead onto one prong and one lead onto your other prong. This fuse is good. We're getting a good reading at 0.5 ohms. The next thing you're going to look for is your relay. You want to make sure you've got a good relay and its location. So after consulting the dash panel to ensure where the relay is, we've found that this here is our headlight relay, and we're going to go ahead and take that out and go test it on the bench. Alright, so we got our relay here in the vise, and so the first thing you want to do is identify pins 85 and 86, and you want to go ahead and pull that up and make sure that you are getting a resistance reading. Should be a little high because the winding provides a lot of resistance. That's what powers the internal switch of the relay. So as you can see, we've got approximately 80 ohms running through the winding. Then you'll want to take some battery leads, and you'll want to go ahead and power that winding. So you'll hook up some alligator clips. You'll hear an audible click. That's a good sign. That means it's working. And then you'll test the resistance on your power pins, 87 to 30. And as you can see, we're having nice continuity. Alright, so next up we're going to go ahead and test our light harness. I'm going to start on the left side here, driver's side. So what you're going to do for that is make sure you have the circuit on. We've got our low beams on, so per our wiring diagram we know that white is ground, so we'll stick our black probe in the ground. Yellow is low beam, and we should pick up a reading around battery voltage, and we're reading 11.69. So that circuit is complete and working. Alright, still on the left side here, you want to test for your voltage drop, testing your ground. To test that, you're going to take the white prong, as we learned from our wiring diagram, place your red lead there, and you're going to go ahead and find a good ground. And as you can see, we're getting about a 0.25 volts, which is good. Anything between 0.2 and 0.5 is acceptable. Alright, so lastly for the left side, we're going to be checking the high beam power. You want to make sure you've got good battery voltage going to your high beam, or you won't have a high beam. So again, the center prong white is ground, blue wire is our high beam power, and you'll go ahead and hook it up. It should be reading about battery voltage. We're reading 11.68, so we're good. She works. Alright, so the next thing I'm going to show you is testing the resistance on your bulb. This will tell you whether your bulb is blown or not, if it's not totally obvious. Because since I have the wiring diagram, I know that inside here there's 3 prongs. This is a high and low beam. Your ground is the middle, left is going to be low, and right is going to be high. So you're going to hook your leads up onto the bulb, ensuring you have continuity. And as you can see, as it settles out, we've got about 0.7 ohms. So we're getting a good reading. That's the low beam side. And then the high beam side, we'll do the same thing, keeping the ground. And again, you'll see we have a reading of 0.6, 0.7. So this bulb is fully functional and working properly. Alright, so in a headlight you've got 2 of them, unless you're driving a motorcycle. Here on the right side we'll go ahead and disconnect the harness. We're going to go ahead and test the right side here. Still got my high beam switch turned on, so I'll start with that. Again, you got your ground, low, high, according to our wiring diagram. So we're going to go ahead and stick the black plug into the ground, and we'll go to the high beam. And as you can see, we've got 11.7 volts, so that's working good. Alright, so we're also going to go ahead and check the low beam side. Again, you're going to your ground, yellow wire is the low beam, so you'll go ahead and prong that one. And again, we're getting 11.69, so this one is also working. Lastly, we'll go ahead and check our ground. You're going to take your red probe into here, go to a good known ground. We're looking at about 0.75 for a voltage drop. So that's pretty good. It's a good ground. Now we have our right hand side bulb. I do want to point out that these are HID bulbs. You do not want to touch the glass with your fingers at any point, or it'll create a hot spot on it and it will blow or fail prematurely. So again, same deal here. Got your left side low beam, right side high beam. So you're going to check for continuity. As you see, we're getting a good reading here, 0.7, and the high beam side, another good reading, 0.6. So both our headlights are fully functional. And that will conclude my video for how to test your headlight circuit. I hope you learned a lot today, and thank you.